Hi everybody and welcome to Jimmy Draws Art. I'm Jimmy and Inktober has come to a close. So let's go ahead and check out what I did during the month, shall we?
Okay, here we go.
No.
I'm the baby. That's
No.
right.
Go away,
I'm
baby.
talking.
No, you're not.
Listen to me.
Uh-uh.
Look at me.
Not my house.
I'm the baby.
Stop it. You
I'm
go
like
away.
the baby.
No, no.
Baby,
Hey,
baby,
go
baby,
away,
baby,
you know.
baby,
Brah.
baby,
Go.
baby,
Leave me alone.
Hi everybody and welcome to Jimmy Draws Art. I'm Jimmy and today we're going to go through all my Inktober drawings that I actually went ahead and did this month. So I actually completed the entire challenge. I actually went ahead and did all 31 drawings. So let's go ahead and show you, shall we? Day 1, the official prompt for today was poisonous, but I decided to go with another prompt list. I'm working on 2 different prompt lists actually. One is the official list, and another one was a list that was conspired up by another team of people. Their prompting I actually didn't do the official prompt for that day. I went ahead and did their prompt, which was start easy and use a ballpoint pen. So with this particular drawing, I went ahead and actually did a ballpoint pen drawing a self-portrait of itself using a ballpoint pen. See, I kind of did a little something witty there. That was my own funny little witty thing I decided to do. So, my next drawing, well, I did actually go with the prompt list, and I went with, this is day 2, and the prompt for that day was tranquil, and the other list said sanctuary. So, in all honesty here, this is my tranquil sanctuary. I tried doing it on the tone paper, as you can see, utilizing the gel white ink. I use a gel ink pen that I use. Yeah, I'll show you what the gel ink pen looks like. So that's my gel ink pen that I use, and so that's what I did to do this. So it's just basic ink with the gel ink and on the tone paper. Day 3 was the prompt roasted, and I decided to say also with the other prompt list and combine the two, and the other one said creature, so this is my roasted creature for that day. So he's kind of, sunbathing, well, more like fire bathing, probably in the fires of Mordor or someplace, and he's got his little, martini glass. He's in shorts, sunglasses on, just enjoying the very hot weather in Mordor, I guess we'll say. Okay, so the next prompt is spell, and this next day, which is day 4, spell. And I also decided to use their list a little bit, because apparently they were kind of going off of the way Inktober is actually supposed to be done. Well, I guess you can do it any way you really want. It's Inktober. It's a challenge for yourself, mainly. So, but they decided to have primary elements, primary colors only. But I decided to kind of play with that primary element thing, and I decided to make a water wizard. This is a wizard basically casting his spell, as you can see, on the water, and just kind of making it very splashy. So yeah, anyway, so I went ahead and did more translucent stuff. I decided to use the Copic markers a little bit on this. I took a lot of time on this one, actually. This one I really enjoyed doing, and I really like this one. Okay, so day 5. Day 5 was the prompt chicken. And I kind of steered away from the other prompt list because it's also a character from a classic tale. I originally thought I was going to draw Chicken Little, to be honest with you. But to be completely honest with you, when day 5 came rolling around, I was dead tired. I didn't really want to do much on day 5. Day 5, I just decided to throw something together, and just went with a chicken and saying, "Do you want some chicken?" So yeah, that's my day 5. Day 6, I went with, because the theme for the day was drooling, I decided to go with a very hungry mouse. And as you can see, he's drooling all over himself, over the nice big fat piece of cheese that he found. Because he's like, "I haven't eaten in days. Oh, you look like a slice of heaven. Oh." But yes, anyway, so I decided to do that. But as you can see, it's on a mouse trap. So hopefully he survives this. I haven't drawn the outcome yet, but I think he will. Right, so day 7. Day 7 was, I don't know what to call it. Just day 7 was a day that I just wasn't. I was just as exhausted as the day that was actually mentioned. I originally started off trying to draw this part, and it just didn't work out. And in the end, I went with this. And yeah, as it implies, I am tired today. Just let me be alone. So yeah, day 7. So here is day 8. Day 8, I decided to go with star. That was the prompt of the day, was star. And so, and also for my other list, it was cute and fluffy. So I'm not sure exactly how I was going to prompt star with cute and fluffy, but this is how I worked it. I drew a cat playing with a lightning bug, and he is playing with him out in the night sky, and it's very starry and everything. So there's star. So day 9 was Precious. I decided to go with this particular drawing for the day of Precious. So a little girl holding her little Boo Bear. Yeah, I went with that. So what's one little girl probably thinks of her little Boo Bear? It's a precious little thing, I guess we'll say. So yeah, my take on the day for Precious. Okay, so day 10. Day 10 happens to be the word flowing. That was the main prompt. I steered away from the other prompt list as well too on this one, because it was color mixing and blending. So in some ways you can kind of say I did some color mixing, because I was using the white and using the so basically I'm using Copic markers as well too, the gray tone Copic markers, to get the shading in here and all the darkening, along with the white gel pen going around on this stuff, as well as the black ink pens. So still sticking with all the inks and everything. So that was day 10, flowing. Alright, so day 11, and here we went with the prompt list. And also I also did do the other list as well too, because the two prompts, the main prompt was cruel, and the other prompt was what lurks beneath your bed. So I kind of took the two and did this guy, some kind of weird head monster, octopusy thingy. I'm not sure what to call it. It was just something I did. It's what lurks beneath your bed. Maybe it's what lurks beneath my bed. I do not know. But regardless, this is what I decided to do for day 11, and the prompt was cruel. Alright, so day 12. Day 12 was two prompts for me. Whale was the main prompt, so I decided to draw the whale. And the second prompt was joy. So, happy girl on a whale. And he's screaming out, "What the heck?" And there you go. That's my prompt for that day. Again, I was very tired and just wanted to get something down on paper. So that was my prompt for the day. Okay, so day 13. Day 13's main prompt was guarded. And the other prompt that was also given for me was robot. So here is the guarded robot. Well, the guarding robot, actually. The robot is on guard duty, protecting or keeping prisoner of the, we'll call her the high elf that's behind the cage. Yeah, so that was my prompt for the word guarded. Alright guys, so here we are on day 14. Day 14, the main prompt for today was clock. And my secondary prompt that I used was video game character. So I decided to put the two together, clock and a video game character. Well, I'm not sure about clock, but Mr. Game & Watch here has the word watch in his name, and a watch is a clock that you wear on your wrist. So that was my prompt for that day, and that's what I went with. Okay, so day 15. Day 15 was the word week. So, I also steered away from the other prompt, which was freedom, because I didn't really feel for week and freedom. I don't know, it just wasn't working for me. So I just went with the main prompt list and went with the word week. And because I went with week, I decided to draw a picture of the weightlifter, and he's doing his best to lift the weight, and he's saying, "I feel strong," and of course all the weights come clanging down off of the bar and hits his foot, and the guy in the background is just witnessing all this, and he's just dumbfounded by the whole thing. So that was my little comic strip on this sort of thing. Okay guys, so day 16. Here's day 16. The word was angular. Now first of all, I need to let you know, I actually missed day 16 and day 17. I actually drew this one on the 18th day. So because I was sick in bed and I just couldn't get out of bed to do some drawing, so I wasn't exactly feeling very well, and because of that I went ahead and did my two drawings on the 18th, because at least I had some time to get the drawings done, and I went ahead and did them on that day. But anyway, so this was day 16, angular. So I decided to draw my angular man here, we'll call him. I'm not sure exactly what to say about him, just that he's angular. Okay, so day 17. Day 17 was the word swollen. So I also once again drew this on the 18th because I was at home sick. So, and because I did it on the 18th, my head, even though I was up and awake, I wasn't 100% well, and so I basically drew in what I was feeling, because I have a cold and my head hurts and I have a very swollen head, hence the small cap. So he's got a very swollen head, so I decided to draw the head a lot bigger than it probably should have been. So swollen head. And once again, here we are for day 18. Day 18 was the word bottle. I follow mainly the main prompt list. I started to steer away from the secondary prompt list that I was doing because none of the words were matching with what I was trying to do and what can be done easily with the main prompt list. So I just stuck with the main prompt list for this one. Bottle was the prompt, and decided to draw two best friends, Bottle and Cappy, basically from the Fallout games. But the one I really started playing is, Fallout Shelter, and that's kind of where I got these guys from. So they're the Fallout Shelter version of these guys. Okay, so here we are for day 19. Day 19, we went with the word scorched. So, had a little fun with it. Plus, also, I was still feeling a little sick, so I kind of felt like him. And yeah, the two little potato heads coming up, and he's been in the oven a little too long, and he's saying, "You look like you've seen better days." So yeah, that's my prompt for the word scorch. Okay, so day 20. Day 20 was the word breakable. So when I saw this word pop up, I had to do this drawing. There is a story behind this particular character. Well, mainly my friend made up this character. He was in a drunken stupor one night and he was just so drunk apparently one night that he created this character from another character of his. The character's name was originally Kasha. We took her name because it was her head on a dragon's body, breaking dishes and eating rocks. Don't ask. I don't know where this came from, but I just had to do this. We've been playing around with this character for ages. So I went ahead and did this. I can't believe I'm actually doing this. They sound like this.
Tisha, Tisha.
So, yeah. So okay, day 21 was the word drain. So day 21, yeah, it was one of those days I wasn't really feeling it too much, but when the word drain came up, my mind went to what can be pulled out of your bathroom drain, and so that is what can be probably pulled out of your bathroom drain, and in fact, in this case, it just crawled out on its own. Okay, so day 22. Day 22, the word was expensive. So I will let you read the comic on your own there. I love comics. So I said to myself, what is the most expensive comic out there you can possibly buy? Well, why not the first ever Spider-Man comic? So there you go. It's expensive. So, and that's the word. And that's my comic, and that's what I stuck to. So, okay, so day 23. Day 23's prompt word was muddy. So this is what I came up with for muddy today. And this is one of my original characters. Her name is Ella. So, here we are. Little muddy Ella, jumping around in the mud, having a lot of fun, and just enjoying her little time in the mud, I guess. Okay, so here we are for day 24. Day 24 was the word chop. So here's another little drawing of my character Ella, and she is chopping apples on the chopping board there, as you can see. So yeah, that was my word for that day, chop. And there she is in her MasterChef apron and MasterChef hat. Day 25. Day 25. The prompt for that day was prickly. So here is prickly. A man hugging a cactus. What could be more prickly than that, huh? So, there we are. I don't think I would go running out hugging any cactuses, but there you are. Okay, so day 26. Day 26 was the word stretch. So I decided to go with Elastigirl from The Incredibles. A little bit of Disney fan art, I guess we'll call it. So, yeah, so there is Elastigirl. Okay, so day 27. Day 27 was the theme Thunder. Thunder, thunder, thunder. So, I went ahead and did a miniature version of Thor from the MCU version of him. A little kind of mini Thor. Not exactly chibi, but just mini. So, I kind of like it. I actually am very proud of this one, actually. Overall, I really had fun drawing this version of Thor. Okay, so day 28. Day 28 was the word gift. So, I read somewhere that I don't know, it was like a little quote on some plaque or something. They were saying like, a friend is a gift you give yourself. So for the gift in this case is the gift of friendship. So I have two friends sitting on the sofa playing video games, and one is frustrated because the one is much better at video games than he is. So that's kind of the story of my life. My friend, a good friend of mine, he's always been better at video games than I have, and although I enjoy playing them, I always say, seriously, how are you so good at this? That's probably like me sitting there. You know, it's not quite me. But anyway, okay, so day 29. Day 29 was the theme double. So I also decided that day 29, it's getting pretty close to Halloween. So let's go ahead and do some Halloween themed drawings, shall we? So I have two ghouls or zombies or whatever you want to call them. They are playing against two witches in a game of tennis, playing doubles. So there's the comic right there, and that's kind of hilarious because, at least I think it's hilarious, because you also got the one zombie with no arms and he can't pick up the ball or the racket, so he's having performance issues. Okay, and so here we are, day 30. Day 30, I decided to go with, well, the theme for today was Jolt. So I decided to draw Frankenstein, a little version of him, I guess. And he's trying to wake up for the big party for tomorrow night, and, you know, he's not quite awake yet, so he needs to wake up a bit. So he got himself hooked up to a battery, and he's got his cup of coffee with him. And he's going to go ahead and try and wake up for today. He looks happier now that he's got his coffee and his battery in hand, doesn't he? So, there we are, day 30, Jolt. Okay, and here is our last drawing, which is day 31. Day 31 was the prompt word for slice. So I decided to steer away from the Halloween themed, but for some reason my wife gave me inspiration to do something else. So Samurai Chicken just sliced off the head of his opponent, which was another chicken, and the chicken is running around with his head cut off. Kind of like in that, I guess, like through the steps back there is a dojo, and he is the master of that dojo. He is Master Chicken. Well, everybody, that was a lot of fun. So, it was a lot of fun showing you what I actually did during the month, and I really hope that you actually enjoyed what I did during the month. So, my final thoughts on Inktober. I am happy that I did it, but I am also glad that it's finally over. It's drawing challenges are, well, a challenge. And there were days I didn't really feel like drawing. And to be honest with you, and there were days where I felt that my drawings were rushed, and only to basically, get the drawing done. And to be honest with you, I didn't like it so much. I like other drawing challenges I've done in the past myself, where I told myself I wanted to draw every single day, and I wanted to do it for 100 days. I did a 100-day drawing challenge, and it was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed that challenge, to be honest with you. I may do that again, but the thing was, what that challenge is that I kind of went ahead and did the drawing. I mean, when I did the challenge, it was to draw for 100 days, but it wasn't to complete a finished drawing. I just wanted to draw every single day and get at the drawing table to just draw. And so there were days where I just worked on a drawing a little bit here and there. So I didn't feel like I was rushed to do something. Whereas with Inktober, you're rushed to do a drawing a day. So, and try to do that drawing as a good drawing, maybe? I don't know. It was, overall, I had lots of fun, but I am also glad that it's over. So, with that being said, I really hope that you enjoyed the video. I'm glad you probably spent here to the end, and so there should be some videos popping up here. Go ahead and like and subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks, and we'll see you later. Bye bye.